Today I want to talk about cross-cultural difference. I found it's interesting when in communication we will all have to face those cultural differences. Usually people in everyday interaction will make a communication with others from different cultural backgrounds, and that's why I think it's so important to us to be able to deal with it. So here's my story. When I was 7 years old, I moved from Pekanbaru to Makassar. Usually people in my hometown will speak with middle to low pitch, while when I moved to Makassar, I was a little bit startled because people in there usually speak loudly. At first I thought they were being angry or something like that, but when I see how they love with each other, well, that's maybe just how they communicate with each other. So as you see, I live in Indonesia, and when I move to other town, it's still in the same country. But what I've got, there's already a little difference in how people interact with each other. That's a verbal communications. But what about non-verbal communications like gestures and body language? It's funny when I found out these signs have other different meaning other than it means something good. Back then, when I was a transfer student in Makassar, someone gave me that sign when we passed each other's, and I thought she wanted to say that I'm good until my friend tell me that it means she doesn't want to be my friend anymore. But it's okay, you don't have to be worried because instead of worried, I found it's funny. So that's a cultural difference within the country. There's already a lot of difference. What about cultural difference between countries? If you're facing cultural difference within the country, you should be tolerant and adapt. In facing cultural difference between countries, you will find more difficulties in communicating with them. So here I'll give you some tips when you want to interact with them. The first one is you have to slow down your speech. Yes, English is a common language, but it doesn't mean you have to speak in a normal speed with them. Because I found out that people from different countries have different language accent, and it can affect on how you speak in English. Imagine when someone from Japan, for example, they speak to you in English but also with their accent.
I like Japanese fashion and the people in Japan. I speak English. I like Japan.
You will probably still need to loading when they speak in a normal speed. The next thing is you have to be supportive and respectful. People will comfortable with you if you show them your respect and being friendly. Last but not least, it would better to be more sensitive to their gestures and body language. Yesterday I searched Google and I found that this sign has a lot of meaning. In United States it means okay, in Japan it means money, but in France it means you are worthless. While in Brazil it would be better not using that sign because it's an offensive gesture. So my point is, in cross-cultural communication, you can't avoid that diversity, but you still can learn from them. You still can learn their culture and make a good impression and communicate with them. At the end, I want you to remember this quote from Financial Times. It is essential for people in business to understand cultural difference.